Trying to figure out how you can get more followers on your Instagram page? Watch this video, I'll show you some proven strategies. Thank you so much for being here. For more tips on how you can grow your real estate business through the power of technology, then please, you know what to do. Click on that subscribe button below, I think it's somewhere around here, and hit the bell to be notified of when I post a new video every single Wednesday. I've had an Instagram account close to a couple years now, and with not much effort at all have amassed close to 3,000 followers. So let me show you how you can do the same. All right, so the first one, I'll get it out of the way because you've heard me say it a million times, but it's consistency. It's with everything in life. If you be consistent with it, it's gonna work. It's just like exercise. I mean, I'm not consistent with my exercise, and I stay the same size. If I wanted to be consistent, I'd do it every single day, and maybe I'd see a change. It's the same in my business. I'm consistent with a lot of things in my business, not exercise, but with my business, and that's why my business does grow, why my social media grows, because I'm posting every dang single day, and that's what you have to do too. So when you are posting, you want to make sure you're engaging with everybody. This means talk to other people that are in Instagram. It's just like going to a social event. You need to engage with other people. You need to talk with them. And when you start to do that, they're going to notice your account, because if you make a comment on one of their posts, or maybe you're making a comment on one of their stories, this all of a sudden lets them know about you, lets them know you exist. From there, they're maybe going to check out your account, see what you're about, and they may even follow you. So go around within your community, so find different maybe even hashtags in your community, follow them, and start having engaging conversations with people in your community. On that note, hashtags. So I said do hashtags or follow hashtags, sorry, but you want to put hashtags in your posts as well so that people can find you. You're allowed up to 30 hashtags on each post, and I do recommend using all of them. There is some debate on that one, but in my mind, why not use all of them? Because if you have a certain hashtag and somebody searches it and you can be found, bonus. So if you have 30 hashtags, now you have 30 chances of being found. It's you got a lot better chance than if you just do 2 hashtags. So every time you do a post, make sure you put those hashtags on there. Speaking of posts, you want to be posting every single day. Sometimes what I do with mine, I do take weekends off. I'm a family person, so I do have time for my family. Therefore, I'm not worrying about posting on the weekends. But again, if I did post on the weekends, my account would likely be that much more now than what it is today. But I do post every weekday. You want to make sure you do the same, because Instagram is just all about activity. If it sees you're active on there, it's going to put your stuff in front of more people. Again, it goes back to the engaging, the more you're doing. So in reality, if I wanted to, and this is all I did for my job, I could be on Instagram 8 hours a day. And I guaranteed I'd have well over 10,000 followers now, because it would see all the activity I have on there. I'm engaging with a ton of people, I'm bringing more people in, and again, it's just working to boost my entire profile. And lastly, another tip you can do that helps a lot, this kind of goes on the engaging part, is whenever you do get a new follower, what I always do is I click on their profile and I go to send them a message. And then if you look on the bottom of when you send a message, there's a little microphone button. If you hold that, you can actually record a voice note. So if Camera Guy, for instance, follows me on Instagram, I'll open it up. I said Camera Guy, he's Photo Guy. I'll open it up and I'll hit the button. I'll say, hey, Photo Guy, thanks for following me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. That sends to them. People reply back and they're like, oh, that was really neat. That was cool. Lots of people say didn't know you could do that. And then it starts a conversation, and now our inbox is going back and forth because we are having that conversation. Guess what? Next time they go to open Instagram and they're seeing what's on there, they're likely going to see a post of mine, and at the top where all the stories are, I'm probably going to show up near the start for stories, and they're going to start checking out my stories. Therefore, it builds engagement again, and more people are seeing me. I notice whenever I do engaging things on Instagram, all of a sudden the views on my stories go up, or the likes on my posts go up. And it works every single time, and this eventually translates into people following me because more people are seeing me. you get the whole thing. It's kind of like a snowball effect. So there's my 5 tips. Do all 5 and you're gonna see your account grow here pretty quickly. I'm curious, what's your favorite Instagram feature? Comment below because I want to know. Like I said, engaging is the big part, so you want to make sure you're posting to your wall every day. I mean, if this is something you do often, maybe you could post a couple times a day, but if you're busy trying to be a realtor like we all are, then just don't do too much. Maybe just try once a day and see how it goes from there. Aside from that, stories. You want to keep adding to your stories, so make sure you post your stories every single day. I usually strive to at least have 4 a day. Sometimes I have quite a bit because I have a lot going on a day, but you just want to make sure that's active. I always have basically a goal of mine is to make sure every time somebody opens Instagram, there's going to be a story from me. And those stories live there for 24 hours. So if it's been 23 hours since I last did a story, I'm going to be doing a story because I want to make sure that there's always an active story on my profile. So if somebody's checking me out, if they follow me, that they see, oh, he's got a story, and they see it. If there's no story, it makes it look like I'm not an active user, nothing's happening, and basically then I'm probably not worth following. Instagram Reels, I've been testing these. You can actually see a video up here of a previous one that I did, and Reels have been getting mass engagement and tons of views. Normally on a story you may get, depending on your count, maybe you get 100, maybe you get 50, maybe you get a couple hundred views. I've had Instagram Reels that are going over 1,000 views, and it's just so easy to do. It's basically the rival of TikTok, where you just create a short video. So I've been trying to do say every day or every other day I've been doing a reel and posting it, putting some hashtags on it, and yeah, they get amazing traction. So that's another way that you can have your face out there, because now when people go to the search feature on Instagram and you see all the little tiles, Instagram Reels are like 2 tiles, so it really jumps out to people, and then it's a moving video. They're more likely to click on it, and from there, again, they can discover you. Something new, again, that is just coming out is Instagram guides. So I've done 1 guide so far. I likely need to do more, but it is just a new feature, and it's kind of like a mini blog on Instagram. So you can take old posts you have, IGTVs, and you can put them into 1 guide. So you can name the guide saying, here's a list of, for mine, it was different marketing tips. And then I took all the IGTV videos that I had done on marketing tips and put them in that 1 guide. Now, from the research I've been looking at with these guides, they are going to be searchable eventually down the road. So this is something you want to get on now. Therefore, when somebody is searching marketing strategies on Google, my Instagram guide may come up and they can click on it. They can watch all those videos. And again, they are finding me. Another way to get discovered. And lastly, the thing I recommend to everyone is don't do too much at once, because you're going to overwhelm yourself and eventually you're going to give up and you're going to stop doing all of this. So I've labeled a lot of features today on Instagram that you could do. Pick one. Just get started, get comfortable with it, get familiar with how it works. Okay, you know, I'm posting, here's a description I could put in, here's my hashtags. Get comfortable and in a rhythm till you can do that every day. And then maybe move on to starting doing the odd story, and get comfortable with stories till you really know how they work well. Then from there, maybe you go into Instagram Reels, or maybe it's the exact opposite. Maybe you'll start off with Reels first and work your way backwards. But again, if you try to do everything I talked about in this video, because like I said, I've been using Instagram for a few years, so this seems easy to me. It's kind of second nature. But if I was to do this for the first time, it would be a little overwhelming. I get it. So just start off small, start doing one of those features and work your way from there, get to know the platform, and eventually you get using all those. And like I said, your account is going to grow and you're going to get a lot of followers. There you have it. So now you know how to grow a following on Instagram, but maybe you're wanting another strategy for getting some leads immediately and instead of having to play this long game. If so, you're going to want to click on the link in my description below. In there, I have my free guide. It is my Facebook lead ad checklist. This thing will walk you through step by step on how to set up an effective Facebook ad so you can have leads coming in the door right away. And when you're done here, don't forget to watch my prior videos that I've done on Instagram. And please, if this was beneficial, you know the drill. Subscribe, give me a like, comment, and share with your fellow realtor friends.